What's going on YouTube? We're back here with another video on KS09, man. We're gonna just be summarizing everything that happened in the live stream, hopefully like in under like 10 minutes. But we're gonna have a ton of videos coming out as well today about, you know, certain rewards, certain things about the live stream. Of course, the 5-star selector as well. I was so happy I held off that video because I've seen a lot of people post that video and I don't know why, but something was telling me, you know what, just wait. And they did change the way how the selector is, and it's not just for the normal standard, you know, starter characters. They're actually for characters that are the normal standard ones, but also season 1 characters and also season 2 characters. So I'm happy I held off that video, so now when I do upload it, I could just talk about all the characters up to season 2. But that aside, hyped up for CZN's update, man. And this is half anniversary. This is crazy. It just makes me wonder what the hell they're gonna do for their first anniversary. Like, how do you even top this? Like, I'm not gonna lie, I think first anniversary they might let you select one limited unit. I'm calling it right now. Like, they might just do something like that. But enough yapping. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Let's get into summarizing everything that happened in this live stream. So we did start off with the overview of the past 6 months. So they kind of just talking about everything that they have changed over the last few months, which, you know, I think they should get some notable credit for because they have changed the game a lot and they have made it in a way that I think has been really good for us players, and even maybe some of the casual players too. You know, they just kind of made everything a bit more smoother and easier to do, which is always going to be nice. So, you know, the fast forward, the story skip button as well, which we definitely needed. The way how simulation works, you know, before you had to do every individual battle, now you could just put it on like ×5 or ×6 and it just does one battle and you get all the rewards straight away. Obviously the big changes to the chaos mode was amazing as well. Easier to get divine epiphanies, easier to copy cards now. You could also try to change the epiphanies you get in your chaos run as well, which is a big W too, and you still could get divines from them as well. So they've done a lot of good things, you know, adding the flash of potential and all those good other stuff, and, you know, telling us more about the save data, because obviously when you was playing the game at the start, we didn't really know ish about save data. You know, people just had to find out about it. But, you know, I think they've made some good changes and they've been progressing really well with the game. We get to talking about the Arise update direction. So they were talking about chaos mode here, talking about light gameplay. So I am gonna admit, I think chaos mode now is meant to become that casual kind of grind for this game, while Salty is meant to become, okay, yeah, this is the hard end game mode, you know. So I think they're trying to dumb down chaos a little bit for us and make it a lot more easier to grind, and, you know, just go there, get your save data, bounce out. And Salty is gonna be the one, okay, now you want to pay 100% attention, now you want to really you know, play strategic, you know, with certain characters, whatever cards you remove, select the fates you select, and all that type of good stuff. So yeah, I think they're just, you know, trying to change up the way how this game's going to be played moving forward. So yeah, with Salty's going to be a big change, because with Salty you're going to be able to edit save data, and obviously with save data editing now you're going to be able to get the deck you want 100%. So even if you don't totally get the save data you want from chaos, with Salty and the rewards you could get from it, you could actually just end up changing that save data and get what you want. So if you miss a card or two with Salty game mode, you're probably going to be able to get that card or two, whatever it is, whether it's epiphany, divine epiphany, remove a freaking copy, whatever, right? So that's pretty good. And obviously save data utilization gameplay content is going to be the Great Rift, full scale offensive, and spiral tower of screams, which we're going to get into because basically they're coming out of beta now, and we should be getting the total 150 floors, I believe it is. So that's going to be cool too. Have Hayden Mary's basic mechanics. So here we get to see some of her cards. This one looks insane, man. Her partner looks insane too. Okay, so an offense focused combatant who uses sword rain and effulgent expansion to create effulgent blades, and can discard all link cards by using one of the link cards. So yeah, she's gonna be insane with any character that could discard or has a discard mechanic on their card. So I was thinking, could the link just like link all the cards, discard them. But even if they didn't have a discard mechanic, can she still activate them? That isn't the case. Maybe that would have been a bit too OP, of course. But if the cards she's linked to has a discard mechanic, obviously they will trigger. So she's going to be very, very good with any character that has a discard mechanic, and any character that comes out in the future that has a discard mechanic too. Well, Hide and Mary is going to be freaking insane with them. So yeah, obviously with limited units, they're always going to be special. And well, I think we all could obviously see the longevity with Hide and Mary. So when this card is used manually, discard all other link cards in hand. Effulgent Light. When Effulgent Light stacks to 3, change Effulgent Compression into Effulgent Release. When the effect is activated, remove Effulgent Light. Okay, so obviously what they're talking about here, you get a stack of 3, change Effulgent Compression, which is this card here, into Effulgent Release, which is this card over here. When the effect is activated, remove Effulgent Light, okay, which is obviously the stacks. So yeah, badass character. And yeah, I like the designs of these 3 cards so far as well. And well, you know, when she comes out, we're definitely gonna get the special images for her. Now here we're gonna let the video play. Is the sound on? It should be on, right? So yeah, we're just gonna get to see her, some of her gameplay animations right here. Okay, I'm liking the way how the Great Swords are looking. You guys want to see something crazy about Hide and Mary? I know I should let it play, but I just always think like, okay, sometimes the thing covers it, but you're gonna see. Hold up, I just gotta pause it. You literally could see her ass crack, bro. I thought this was gonna get nerfed, but ass crack's not getting nerfed, bro. I know it's... And yeah, this is the... Yeah, this just looks so badass, bro. Okay, I guess we're gonna see a bit more gameplay over here too. And obviously... Oh wait, it just changed from freaking Neo to Cassius? Bro, what? This must be the salty game mode, right? Because Insane is gonna die, and it has 1.6k health, which is insane. But as you can see, the whole discard mechanic is just moving crazy right now. And obviously with Diana, it's gonna be freaking broken. So yeah, just going off so many attacks. Then here we have Hide and Mary going off too. Oh, she's putting all the resonance stacks, right? Boom. Now her ultimate ego skill. Wow, 9k on top of that. Like, bro, they just did 20 plus k in the turn, bro, and they were just discarding, bro. That's insane. Then next up we got combatant Hide. Wait, I kept saying Hide and Mary. Hide Mary. We're gonna call it Hide Mary. So combatant Hide Mary basic strategies. So here we have Sword Rain, Effulgent Expansion, create Effulgent Blade cards, of course. Then it seems like you move forward into Thread of Light, collect link cards to attack. Then you have the Effulgent Compression and the Effulgent Release. Use linked and discard to change Effulgent Compression card to Effulgent Release, and obviously discard 0. And I believe she's going to be having Quietus on her card too. So collect the link cards to activate effects that grow stronger based on the number of links. Discard Effulgent Compression with link cards to complete Effulgent Release to unleash a powerful finishing attack. Then here they did get to show all the cards. Obviously we got the 3 basic ones, do a certain amount of damage, plus 30% damage amount to Effulgent Blade for 1 turn, which I'm not gonna lie, obviously you're probably not gonna keep the basics or whatever, but at least they're pretty useful, I would say, especially for like a salty game or 2. And obviously you're probably going to remove the shield. Everything else here you're probably going to keep. This is insane. Quietus, draw 3. Link those cards for draw 3. Yo, you could literally make a like draw freaking Hide Mary. That's insane. But yeah, linked. This one's a linked 144% damage plus 120% damage amount for each linked card. So this obviously could hit like crazy. Create 2 Effulgent. This is Quietus, so you could just discard it. Same with this one. And this one's a linked one as well. Create Attunement, create 1 Effulgent Blade. So Attunement, for the people that don't know, when the card is drawn from the draw pile, Attunement will activate. So once this moves from your draw pile to your hand, it will create an Effulgent Blade basically. And with her unique potential up here, the top right one, if Heidi Mary's okay, I need to learn how to actually pronounce her name, because I don't know why I was calling her Hayden Mary the whole time. So Heidi Mary's attack is greater than 600 plus 5% passion attribute damage amount, and for every 20 attack above 600, add an additional plus 2% up to an additional plus 10%. Oh damn. Okay, damn, that's a lot of passion. So could you potentially go attack instead of passion attribute on the gear piece then instead, or would you still want to go passion? On forward, they did talk about Hyder Mary's recommended formation. So obviously the first one, this is probably the whole linked discard team, I'll say. Here probably more of a focus on Hyder Mary's cards and, you know, these 2 discarding and drawing. Then here we have both the damage and gain chronicle, draw support as well. This could be a nice team too. This could be a nice team for sure. I don't know, does Rita have any discard? I mean, then again, she's using her own AP, so yeah, interesting. Yeah, but this first team I think is just gonna go crazy. Now moving on, we do have Sylvia over here. So yeah, holy bro, yeah, goddamn bro, they are not playing. So passive must summon already, bro. The art's actually pretty dope too, man. Passive Auroric Wing Beats, increase assigned combatant attack by 16%. When they say 16 to 24, I believe 16 is the starter. So if you have it at like 0 dupes, it'll be 16%. If you get max dupes, it goes up to 24%. So each time the assigned combatant link cards are used manually or discard, gain 1 Zephyr. When Zephyr reaches 3, plus 20% to 40% critical. Oh my god, holy. Yo, this is insane, bro. How much damage is she gonna freaking end up doing? Because if you get dupes on her, that's all increasing her damage. Then you got her goddamn passive freaking partner that's just increasing damage too. And most importantly is increasing critical damage and so on. Right? Zephyr plus 15 to 30% damage amount to assigned combatants passion attack cards as well. Holy. Could she potentially have like the highest stack of elemental attribute attack card? I mean damage, right? Because she gets it from her partner, she gets it from herself, from her potential, and obviously you could get it as a gear piece too. Insane. So ego skill, field of overview. It only costs 2. Select up to 2 cards in hand. Apply linked. If a selected card is the assigned combatant's link card, plus 10% critical damage to assigned combatant for each. Damage boost here, critical damage boost here. Holy bro, oh my god. And right here obviously we have the beautiful lobby screen. So instead of 2 reasons, they gave you 4 reasons, okay? And yeah, I have to say this is elite. This is elite. I think that this might be my favorite one personally. Then moving on, they did talk about the new chaos that's going to be coming in this season. Of course, a song rippling through the stars, the new chaos theater of illusions added, unlock condition clear chapter 1 episode 13, hello my hero, obtain seasonal currency, flawless melody. I'm not gonna lie, We might need to take out the whole doing the missions to be able to freaking play the new Chaos map. And this is the image as well before you're getting into it, which I feel like they did upgrade a little bit. It looks a lot more nice, a lot more, you know, I don't know. I don't want to say gory because there's no blood, but like it just looks a bit more darker, I would say. More dark theme in it for sure. I'm liking the backgrounds, I'm liking, you know, the style as well. I think it's good, and I think the music was actually pretty good. Yeah, like listen to the music, man. I hope CZN goes more crazy with their chaos designs and monster designs and the music, because I think they could cook so much with it. Like they need to add like good music in Nebula Distortion and Great Rift and so on, like just like some nice insane lit music, bro. But yeah, the music in this sounds freaking good. And this is the new Divine Epiphany, of course, as well. And here we're obviously seeing new ones too. Oh man, and look at this boss, bro. This is what I'm talking about. We need more of this, bro. We need more weird looking freaking bosses like this. Like, what the hell is this, bro? Bro's got 2 legs here. He's got a hand over here. It looks like he's got another hand here. Bro's teeth is here, but he's got a face down here with more teeth, then an arm holding out another weapon. Another freaking arm. I don't know what the hell this is, if this is meant to be another arm as well. Then he's got this thing up there as well, which's got like some freaking 2 swirly arms. Like, yes, bro, this is more of what we need. Like, I want to see more messed up looking bosses like this, you know. Man, I feel like in the future, man, Chaos Zero Nightmare Chaos could just be so fun if they really go all out, man. Oh, now he's got a sword. Like, if they go crazy with him, oh, ew. Bro's got acid stomach. Wow. So moving on, we did get introduced to the command delegation mode update. So this is basically auto skip kind of chaos. So you go into your chaos mode how you would normally, and it seems like with this currency that you get one free per day, but you can get more if you use a certain currency. Now it might be crystals, it might be something else. It's probably going to be crystals, but it does seem like you could get this currency from other places too, and it has to be from a chaos you've cleared as well. So yeah, really good for casual people, you know what I'm saying, I don't have, you know, an hour to spend playing the chaos mode. And yeah, I think this could be nice, you know, because as I said, I think they're trying to make chaos a bit more casual and salty game mode. It's meant to be the big thing where you know, go grind and spend your time in. So yeah, it will literally go in there and it will literally start the fight, and it will literally defeat the freaking fight in like 1 hit or something. So yeah, you got 8 HP. It does say you don't get if you fail the battle. So I don't know if you could, like, if you actually die, because when they were showing it, Hyde Mary was just 1 hit and everything. So yeah, I'm not totally sure how it will work, but we're gonna have to wait and see. But yeah, I think this is a little cool update, you know, for certain people for sure that just don't have the time or just don't want to play the whole hour or something. You know, they could just do one little quick run, see what they get, you know, move out. Then obviously with season 3, seasonal power, we got persona cards as well, which some of you guys probably seen if you've been playing the off season, of course. But yeah, attack cards, skill, and each upgrade types illustrations changed as well, and 5 new persona cards and new equipment engraving effects added. Okay, I hope they added good persona cards, because there were some persona cards I was looking at and I'm like, they're basically telling me not to use certain characters for this season. And that's what I kind of don't like about certain their chaos seasonal modes, is I think they cater a bit too much to the newer characters they're releasing, you know, and then there's just like certain characters you don't get to use for this season, you know. So I hope they did add some persona cards for characters that don't discard or whatever, right? Then here, moving on, we got Nebula Distortion as well. So Nebula Distortion can only be challenged using either basic save data or wait, what? Or a song rippling through the stars season save data. Bruh, I mean, cool, whatever. I mean, it's not like you're not gonna grind the chaos, right? But damn, I'm guessing that changes only for Great Rift, where you could just use any save data you get. So entry requirement, clear the new Chaos Theater of Illusions, Cruel Bone. Wait, Cruel Bone's dropping straight away? Maintenance, okay, whatever. So yeah, this is Cruel Bone, new monsters, which is cool. I'm really liking that as well. I'm liking the design too, looks pretty dope. So they did a good job with that for sure. And here we got the new supply store, pretty typical. Is everything that we usually get, but they did add some new items on the first page, as you guys can see here. So this one, and this one are like new currencies for save data editing, and I believe they go into more detail here. So obtain rewards from the special store using Flawless Melody, a currency that can be acquired in Chaos Theater of Illusions. Includes new save data editing items such as Core of Annihilation, Abyssal Core, and Core of Potential, and these all have to do with save data editing. Galactic Disaster Season 3 environment variables is pretty similar to the one we had last season, obviously with some certain changes in terms of what you could get when you level them up. So yeah, nothing too much to go over really. And here we're gonna have Hyde Mary's story event, the Shadow Under the Willow, obviously, you know what I'm saying, just some crystals there if you want to do it. And if you're interested in the story, of course, go ahead. Patrol operations, so this is where you're going to be able to get some daily supply of dice, and you can go into begin patrol and you roll the dice, you land on something, it looks like a Monopoly board, and obviously you guys can see the reward previews over here, which obviously have to do with save data editing. This is how the board looks like as well. I think the dude tried to play it, he got up to here, he got sent back, and yeah, the game kind of like bugged out, so we didn't actually get to see him go all around or anything, which does kind of suck, you know, because it would have been cool to, you know, see what happens when you land and stuff. But I guess we're just gonna have to wait for ourselves to be able to play and experience it. So, you know, it is what it is. Then next up we have new content update, Spiral Tower of Screams official update. So challenge restrictions for Spiral Tower of Screams has been lifted. Challenges up to area 150, the same rules as apply, rules as before applies to up to area 100. Yada yada yada. Obviously you start from 0 and you're gonna go all the way up to 150. And if you want to get these breakdown art sticker images, you have to go through the whole Tower of Screams, I believe, up to floor 150 with the same 3 characters, I believe. So yeah, if you really want to grind them stickers, it's gonna take a while, you know, ain't gonna be easy. Then, you know, they go into showing some images and rewards from that tower, but we also did get presented new memory fragments. So here you can see we got Prelude to a Hero 4 set. When a Passion or Void attribute attack card of this unit is discarded, plus 50% critical chance for 1 turn. At the end of the turn, decrease by 1, max 15%, max 2 stacks. So you could get a max of 2 stacks for the 15% critical chance, but it stays at 15% critical chance, okay? It's just that you could get a max of 2 stacks, so it could last for 2 turns at least. You know, obviously if you're using Hyde Mary or whatever, yeah, you're probably gonna not lose these stacks anyways. But yeah, plus 50% critical chance is definitely insane, especially with Hyde Mary's crit damage that she's getting. Like, you could get some real nice crit chance, crit damage ratios with her for sure. And yeah, obviously probably could use it on Diana too, Void as well, so you could probably use it on Renoa as well, because you could discard with Renoa too, of course. I'm trying to think of anyone else on the top of my head. I know Tressa does have discard mechanics too, but I don't really see much people playing her. And yeah, who knows in the future, maybe we might get some. Oh wait, does Kayron not have discard as well with Void? I think he does, right? Or I don't know, I haven't really played Kayron like that, so I'm not sure, but I think he does. Then next up we got Starlight and Dreams 4 set. When a shield is gained through an ability, increase damage amount of counter attacks and extra attacks by allies by 5%, max 25%. Increase damage amount of counter attacks and extra attacks by allies. Okay, this sounds pretty nice. Increase damage amount of counter attacks. Okay, I think that could be pretty cool. For the Vanguard units, right? None of all of them, no? I mean, they all could give shield, so yeah. And I think a lot of them can counter attack too. It's just not really 9. But then again, you're probably going to use the other set on 9 anyway, and not this one. Then here they get into combat balance adjustments. So a lot of these characters did get buffs, so there is that. Then combat effects: counter attack, defense base damage 100 to 150%, and if damage is completely blocked, 200% to 300%. So they're still trying to buff, you know, up the Vanguard units, which I do like, you know, to if you do want to do that counter attack playstyle, you could definitely can. Then obviously the salty game mode. So it consists of 5 difficulty levels: hell mode, additional difficulty level adjustments possible up to with 30 levels of risk modifiers, of course, composed of 3 stages: outskirts, center, and depths. So you're obviously going to be fighting 3 bosses probably, and goal is to randomly collect combatants, fates, cards, etc., and defeat the depths boss. Through unconscious awakening, owned combatants can be trained up to level 62, so they could go up. Salty exclusive skills system, tactical optimization introduced as well, and salty supply store with black mass. Purchase new items that allow save data editing. So yeah, it's interesting because you could also see some characters here that look like they're banned. So that's gonna be interesting too, to see how that works. And this is how the image looks. So unavailable for salty. So right now it says no unavailable combatants, but it does seem like there could be combatants that are unavailable for it. You got the chaos and analysis lab, you got the tactical optimization, salty logs, and it's interesting because you have hardcore rankings, which is interesting. It's gonna be real interesting. You know how it gets when there's rankings and stuff. So I wonder how that's gonna play out. Like, is it gonna be whoever does it the fastest, or in less turns or something? See, you know, some of the risk modifiers for this, and as you can see, level V, level 80, this is how it's looking like. Kind of nice, to be fair. Then here we got season cards as well, so forbidden catalyst cards, and it had the screen of unavailable combatants, and I believe it was, wait, alright, click on it, bro, come on. Okay, so when colliding with a dimensional singularity, combatants whose minds suffer irreversible mental breakdown upon entering its sphere of influence and designated as unavailable combatants are banned from sorties. Holy, bro, that's insane. So they're just banned for what, like the whole season or something, bro? A week? Then here obviously we get the typical level up system as well. Another one. I think this is what the black mass currency looks like. Obviously you could also see it might require stamina, and well, it tells you some of the roles that the characters could play. So you got protection, you got support, you got healing, you got attack, you got core. I think they were trying to say characters that have core on them are the best ones to start with, you know, which does make sense because you see it on Hyde Mary and 9 and Serenu, which makes sense because off rip they're characters that are really good at the start, right? Hyde Mary's gonna have all of that discard mechanic and link cards and can do a whole bunch of attacks, right? Then, you know, with 9 she's gonna probably near enough one hit everything, you know, up to a certain level, of course, and obviously give herself some survivability, could exhaust her own cards and all that type of good stuff. And with Serenu, you're probably just gonna kill everything with her lasers. You know, so yeah, it makes sense why those 3 characters are cores. Here we have the unconsciousness awakening, combatant max level +2. So this is how you're gonna get level 62. So occurs when sufficient experience is gained in an actual chaos, allowing combatants to grow 1 stage further. It can be raised through points earned in sortie. Then the dude did go ahead and play the salty game mode for, you know, a fair amount of time, to be fair. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this part I think I actually fell asleep. I know it sounds crazy, But yeah, as you can see, there's a whole lot of fates that are involved. You know, find a lot of things. He went for a team of Magna, Kalipe, Hyde Mary, and Naja. Did I pronounce Naja already? It's interesting that he went for that team, you know, because you would have thought, you know, with Hyde Mary being a new character, why not just, you know, use Diana and Nia and so on. But yeah, I don't know if he actually completed it or not. As you can see, he played for a long time. It was a very, very freaking long stream. Okay, wait, okay. So stage 0, it tells you how far they managed to get. Duration 78 minutes. Holy bro. So that's why I'm telling you guys, man. I truly believe they're trying to make the salty game mode the long game mode, man. I mean the main game mode. Score 18,000, so you are getting scores, so it does make sense for the ranking system now. And well, you had all the fates here. I'm guessing copies, you've got equipment, so all that type of good stuff. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I think he could have went for a better team comp. If I'm being honest, man, I don't really see what he was trying to do here. No disrespect, but maybe he was just trying to use, you know, certain characters that he just likes. So it is what it is. So showing the half anniversary events. So you got the celebration check-in event, special gift. So crystals, prism lenses, rescue anchors, command delegation modules times 14. So that's basically 14 free runs. Half anniversary cards combatants, half anniversary cards partners, combatant selection ticket target characters up to season 2. So yeah, the selection ticket is characters that are in the normal standard banner when the game started, season 1 and season 2. So all the characters that are right now in the standard banner you can get from the ticket selection. And 10 free normal combatant rescues provided daily for 7 days, so you do a total 70 pulls. This is a specific banner as well, and ends when rescue records are okay. Proceed with 10 free rescues a total of 20 times and save and finalize your preferred result. So here it says guaranteed 2 5-star combatants, but this was a typo. It's guaranteed 1 5-star combatant from the launch roster. So yeah, the one way you could do 20, you know, basically do 20 summons, and you could pick the one you want. That's the one where it's only the normal launch standard characters, okay, unlike the selection ticket where you could use other characters from other seasons. Then yeah, 40 days of return. So if you are returning for half anniversary, it seems like you're gonna get some rewards and stuff. Then he went on to open some packs and, you know, a mouse pad and so on. Then, you know, more half anniversary events that I think they showed already, but they ended up showing again. But yeah, the Hyde Mary thing looks good. Then obviously we do have some codes over here as well, so make sure y'all do that if you want to do that. And I'm pretty sure that's gonna wrap it up for the live stream summarization. So it was a long live stream. So yeah, hopefully this video is not too long of summarizing it up, but a lot did happen. So yeah, but that's gonna be it for the video. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, and up. I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm out.